Alright. Hey guys, my name is Erin and this is the Writer's Say. Today I'm going to not really be saying anything specific. This is kind of just a video where I'll just be talking about things that I've noticed as I type or as I explore my novel and things like that. I'm gonna call the series Typing Revelations, so I hope you enjoy this video. The first thing I actually want to talk about is changing how you write the book. Well, I've been writing fragments so far. At first I was typing it and then I realized that I didn't really like how it was going, so I decided to change it over. I made the trade to writing it down by hand, which is a lot of work, but it did get me out of my little writing rut that I was in. And so I switched to pencil and paper, and that got me right back on track immediately, even though the way I did it was actually also, since I didn't know if that was work, I was going to skip over to like chapter 10, and I knew I could do that because I had outlined, which you should be doing. And then right after I wrote chapter like 10, I jumped back to chapter 2 or 3 or wherever I had left at and wrote sequentially again. So it kind of helped me get out of 2 problems. Then I started writing all those chapters by hand, and I would have to type them up afterwards, but mostly I was writing it all by hand and just focusing on it. It does have many benefits to writing by hand. It gives you, at least for me, it gave me a longer amount of time to think about which words I wanted to use and the sentence structure, and it helped me notice a lot of different things. So while I was writing chapter 2 through 10, I was very happy with my writing. I really liked how the novel was turning out. And then I was like, okay, I've been doing this long enough, so now that I'm back in my writing flow, maybe I should go back over to typing. And to be honest, I was really nervous about going back to typing because I had been writing it by hand for a while now, and I was just like, I hope that I can keep the same flow when I transfer back to typing. And to my surprise, I kind of just reaped the benefits from it. I got back to typing and it worked out pretty well. I kept the same flow and all the things that I had learned from writing it by hand into my typing, and typing has been a lot smoother since then, and my novel has definitely all the better from it. Another thing that I have noticed as I type is that sometimes your characters, they don't change completely, but like their voices tend to become really loud in your head. Like, you know for a fact they would definitely say this. One thing I noticed as I was typing Rice's character actually was, and this is something I did not consciously know at the time, because I know Rice is pretty mean, but when I was typing her chapter up, she actually thought I had lost her voice for a bit there, but I was writing her chapter, and like the first 3 pages of her chapter, it was just kind of sensitive and emotional, and it wasn't really mean at all. And I was just like, I might need to rewrite this chapter. But then as I was nearing the end of this chapter, it turned into something completely psychotic. Like near the end of it, you can see why she was a main character, because she just has a short fuse and she just kind of flips her train of thought. It just becomes really dark all of a sudden out of nowhere. And it was nice to know as I was typing that I hadn't completely lost her voice like I thought I did, because I got scared for a second. No, she was definitely still there in that chapter. It's just she was showing a sensitive side of herself that I actually did not know she had. She pretty much revealed to me. One more thing I've noticed as I've been typing is that it's really good to change your location, even if you're just in one room. Like for me, I tend to write a lot in my room on my laptop, but it definitely does make all the difference in the world when you change your settings. So sometimes I'll write at my desk, and then other times I'll write from my bed, which is not healthy, but we do it anyway. And sometimes all I have to do is go down to the kitchen, kind of just sit outside for a bit and write it on the back porch. Yeah, so far these are just a few shocking things I've learned so far from writing Fragment, and I'm really excited and I'm really happy that I'm still learning things on my writing journey. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope this really helped you, and if there's any things that you noticed while you were writing, I would love it if you guys would comment that down below and tell me tell me about your novel. Give me an update on your novel. Where are you at in it? Are you halfway through? Are you at the beginning of it? I definitely am interested in knowing. That's it. Bye.